Aussie Tycoon from Gladstone's coming up.
Thank you.
So they're ready for a start, 1800 the trip. Starter's ready. Aussie Tycoon completes the lineup. So they're ready to go. There's the light blinking away. Portsea just nods its head as if in agreement. Racing this time, jumped a little bit awkwardly, Roughing who's showing some pace, and also going fast on the inside was Portsea, but nothing really wants to lead. Looks like Roughing going to be left in front when they come to the winning post on the first occasion from Pretty Mama, who moves up on the outside. Portsea under restraint the rail. Then Aussie Tycoon, and Plain and Simple was last of all. So they turn out of the straight. They've got about 1,500 metres to go here in the middle distance event, and taking up the role of pacemaker now was Pretty Mama. Pretty Mama leads the way by about a length and a half from Roughing It, being followed then back on the inside there by Portsea, Plain and Simple, and last of all was Aussie Tycoon. Now Roughing It, what didn't really want to settle, so the rider Appo takes it to the front around the back of the track as they run up past the 1,300 metres, and Roughing It, the youngest horse in the field, the 4-year-old, shows the way. Second was Pretty Mama, being followed about 3 lengths then by Plain and Simple, who's the oldest. It's a 10-year-old. Back along the inside there was Portsea, and back at the tail of the field was Aussie Tycoon. Aussie Tycoon and Pretty Mama, the only 2 mares in the field. So they go along the slide, 950 metres to go, and Roughing It, the inside, leads the way from Pretty Mama, who threw the head in the air there, being followed 2 lengths off then by Plain and Simple. Up along the inside then was Portsea, and Aussie Tycoon was last of all. They're a very experienced mob, these. They've had 253 starts between them, plenty of age in the field too. The average age is 7.5 years. Head and head they go, Roughing It the inside, and now on the outside, putting on plenty of speed here was Portsea, or is it the other one, the top weight? We'll just have to pick those colours up. They're very, very similar. Coming up towards the home turns, looks like it's Portsea in front, showing that way by about 2 lengths. Running second was Roughing Up, then came Plain and Simple back on the inside. They turned into the stretch. Now it's Tim Cook's colours in front, so it's the top weight Pretty Mama showing the way. It's out by a couple of lengths from Roughing It, who's trying very hard. He's coming quickly, Roughing It, and Roughing It goes up on the outside of Pretty Mama. They're going head and head, Pretty Mama and Roughing It. Roughing It, Pretty Mama. Roughing It the outside, Pretty Mama. Roughing It got the nose in front in the closing stages. Roughing It won. So Pretty Mama jumped the winning post shadowed there. Plain and Simple was third, being followed by Portsea, and Aussie Tycoon was last. Roughing It. Good ride. He took it to the front when it wasn't settling, and it regained the lead in the closing stages with a good duel with Pretty Mama, who actually jumped the shadow of the winning post, which does happen from time to time, but Roughing It, trained by Zoe Hone, was too good. Roughing It, the winner. Zoe Hone, trained horse. Roughing It looked particularly well in the enclosure. Ran to its looks, ridden by Bodine Appo. It's a brown gelding by Alante from Thunder Chine, by Thunder Gulch. It's raced by A. Bell and J. Klein, and ridden by Bodine Appo, who showed plenty of nous with his ride there. And it was the youngest horse in the field, a 4-year-old. Second placing went to Pretty Mama, 7-year-old brown mare, by Pentire from Sam Skipper, trained by Tim Cook, ridden by Zoe White, fought on courageously. Third went to number 2, Plain and Simple, 10-year-old by Casino Prince from Haughty, Ellie Smith, trained by Julianne Lancaster, and fourth was number 4, Portsea, Tasha Chambers. It was 3/4 of a length by 1.5, 158.7 was the time.